Hello YouTube, this is Judson Game 44. In my last video I was discussing is Cartoon Network trying to get Steven Universe canceled and actually try to get more of Steven Universe, Teen Titans Go on. Well, this is something I want to talk about now. I want to talk about Cartoon Network's schedule. Take a look here. Now, if we go down here, we have 4 episodes of Gumball that takes out 1 hour, 4 episodes of Teen Titans Go that takes about another 1 hour. That seems fair. But then we're going back to Gumball again, and then pretty much we go for another one, like a pattern, which is already taking about 4 hours, plus a extra hour. Then we're going back to Gumball, and you're probably saying, what in the world? Only 2 episodes so far in this schedule on the first day of Monday that we're on? Well, let's take a look at something else. We have We Bare Bear, which seems, oh, maybe they actually finally changed on, maybe too many people are up and went to school and everything, stuff like that. But wait, all back to Teen Titans Go. Clarence and Gumball and pretty much Magic. Okay, really, I have no idea what this one is. But really, back to Ben 10. Oh wait, no, we just got to Ben 10 on Monday. Then back to Teen Titans Go, and back to this. And then finally, we're back to Gumball. Now, oh wait, I forgot one more. One episode of Adventure Time that's only 15 minutes. Now, wait, what exactly is going on here? Take a look here. We have 1, 2, 1, 2 that takes out the whole entire in the morning of this. And then during round new, we have 4 episodes of We Bare Bear, that takes up 1 hour, which is not that bad. But then we're back to Teen Titans Go, Clarence Gumball. What in the world? Yeah. Ben 10 and Gumball and Adventure Time, which is only 1 episode and 15 minutes. Nothing special or anything. And take a look on the other days. They switch around, like put more of these Teen Titans Go episodes on. I mean, literally, some episodes they don't even have Clarence. They actually, like, purposely put more in, and only put way more Gumballs in it. I'm not saying Gumball's a bad show or anything, but really? What in the world? Take a look at the schedule here. Okay, Teen Titans Go airs about like 175 episodes for this week. Take a look. The second closest is 116 episodes for this week. Ben 10, 32. We Bare Bears, 20. Clarence, what is going on here? Oh, and by the way, on Sunday, there's only going to be 1 episode of this Powerpuff Girls reboot episode, which I really am not a big fan of. But however, what I'm trying to talk about here is pretty much, what in the world is going on here? Magic Worlds? Okay, no, for real, what is really going on here? Take a look. This was last seen on July, which I guess it's not a big deal, but take a look here. There's no Steven Universes, there's no pretty much regular shows, but guess what? Those were banned. They pretty much actually ended the whole entire show and the series and took it off their schedule just because it ended. Now, it doesn't mean they had to immediately end the series right away. They could have kept it on for at least about another year and then took it off the network. But for real, take a look at this. Pretty much, we're having too many Gumballs and too many Teen Titans Go. We Bare Bears, you pretty much get the point here, what I'm saying. Now, the reason why I decided to make this video is because 2 things. First of all, I just recently saw a video about this, and I actually found this app, so because I did not want to do a stream just talking about this, I want to show you an actual schedule of it. But for real though, you see, pretty much here is, the problem is this. If you can tell, there are way too many Gumballs, and look at this. Saturday has like tons, and literally, well, actually, okay, tons of this. But for real, I brought on too much of this. What I'm trying to say is here, they pretty much don't have this anymore on just because it ended. And also, Steven Universe, even though it was lately just on when the Steven Universe Wanted special, they pretty much only show the new ones now. And there's not even 1 Steven Universe episode in this whole entire week. What in the world is going on with their schedule? You see, what I'm pretty much trying to say here is, Cartoon Network, what? Sorry, I'm so sorry for real. I actually sometimes say the wrong word by accident. For real though, Cartoon Network is actually making their schedule all messed up, and they're not even giving other shows a chance. I mean, look at this. Not one Steven Universe episode, only one Powerpuff Girls reboot. Let me explain this. There are way too many Teen Titans Go and Gumballs. You should lower those episodes down, perhaps like half each. Not a joke, literally, since how many they're airing. Ben 10's actually doing alright. We Were Bears, I guess I can do. However though, Adventure Time is only getting 5. And then look at this for real. It's on from Monday and Friday on the last final episode before we go to Adult Swim. And pretty much we have one of these. And look at this for real. We have 2 movies coming up on Saturday and Sunday. And pretty much it's just 2 movies. Now, it's not really a big deal or anything. The movies are okay with how it's going. Adventure Time should have a little bit more credit to them instead of being the last final episode. Why don't they give us up to these like last 3 episodes here? Instead of more Gumball, we already got enough Gumball here. Look at the schedule, there's too many. And honestly, from 6 all the way to 8 here, there is pretty much a whole entire marathon of Gumball. Now, this might not have been a big deal if they were doing a marathon of Gumball and Teen Titans Go for some reason, if it was about if they were making a very special episode or even releasing a movie for about a week from now. But this has been going on for weeks and weeks. Or even months, actually. Not a joke. Look. But pretty much besides all that, what else is going on here? This is another reason why a lot of people are thinking Cartoon Network, even myself, are even thinking about Cartoon Network is pretty much ending Steven Universe, trying to get it canceled or something without even airing it. And this is also giving us another reason why Teen Titans Go and Gumball are very popular. Gumball's actually really good, I will admit. But Teen Titans Go is airing so much, a lot of people are watching it, and since it's also just for like a kid's show, and a lot of kids just like the show, it makes sense why these reviews are so big and everything. But literally, look at this. Altogether, you have 379 episodes, but pretty much, look, you pretty much get the point here. Okay, besides all that, let's really discuss this. I think they should change this episode up because they should fix up their schedule and everything. Look. Now, these 2 are okay, but when we hit to these, they're airing the exact same show all the way up to noon, and then upload 1 episode, and then pretty much, well, you pretty much get the point here. But yeah, look, there is way too many, so I'm not suggesting they should put back all those other episodes from the episodes of the early 2000s or thing. I'm suggesting fixing up their schedule. I mean, look at this. If they actually took this out and put pretty much Ben 10 here, and put We Were Bears, we'll keep them here though, but put Steven Universe somewhere up here, like split half with this with something else. You can even put the Powerpuff Girls reboot here. And pretty much fix up the rest of the schedule and everything. You can keep these in the same order, in these as well, but maybe put more a few here. And then pretty much fix it up a little bit, and then pretty much you got this whole entire schedule fixed. Anyway, you can even keep the movies where they are and everything. But instead, they're deciding to think, because, let me just mention this, I think a lot of people are right what they're saying. Cartoon Network is not doing that great as Nickelodeon, but then again, I have kind of seen their schedule a little bit, and they've been airing a lot of Loud House and SpongeBob, but I won't really get into that unless you want me to talk about that. But really for this, they're only airing like 3 main shows at pretty much 3 or 4, whatever you want to know it. But pretty much they're airing 2 of the exact same shows way too much that take all the way up to noon and then go back to 1. And then pretty much besides all that, they don't even bother bring back any of these shows. They don't bring back the regular show because it ended and everything, but that means they could at least keep it up for a year and then take it off. It doesn't mean, because this show literally ended over a month ago. And so do these other shows before they have to even end. And these are new shows coming up and everything, but I bet they're not going to be treated that great support or anything. But pretty much, what I'm trying to say here, Teen Titans Go is like the next SpongeBob special, and plus Gumball is for Cartoon Network, but the only reason why is because they're airing way too many episodes of this. A lot of people love Gumball, and it makes sense why. I do like it myself. There are episodes I don't like, but still, Gumball needs just to be cut in a little bit half, or like 25% of it airing. Because there is just way too many airing here. And besides all of that, I just don't understand this. I mean, look at this. Okay, for peak's sake, you all know for a fact what I'm talking about. But yeah, I do think Cartoon Network should fix up their schedule a little bit. I mean, like, Clarence We Bare Bears this year, and pretty much, like, Ben 10 are both actually doing alright. Just take this part one off, actually. You could even put these 2 episodes where Adventure Time is. Put something in between both of these episodes. Ben 10, it can stay the same here. And for peak's sake, they can even keep this one here. And even actually pretty much get Gumball a little shorter off, like for 30 minutes. Clarence as well. Or actually, you could say the hour. But however, though, Teen Titans Go needs to really get sliced half off. I guess it's one of its best shows right now, but really, it's just a mess and everything. They're relying on too much on one show. I mean, SpongeBob, it makes sense because it's like 60% of Nickelodeon's earnings now. Since how long it's been on, it's been very popular back in the early seasons, and it's now becoming more popular in the newer seasons because with the old writers coming back, and it's possibly even getting better in a way. But besides all that, I mean, literally, you all have to agree with me on this. I do think Cartoon Network should pretty much just get it all fixed up and everything, and also pretty much make a fair schedule. And knowing for a fact we're getting more of these new episodes coming soon on these air dates, I think they should actually give us all a fair chance to actually get all these episodes, give them each a year score as well for each week, along with these, because you can't just rely on one show, and you certainly can't air too many, not giving your other shows a chance. It's going to make your other shows' ratings go down, and it's also going to cancel them if it goes way too down for the ratings. And it will also pretty much like lose money and everything. If they pretty much do this, odds are they might even lose tons of these episodes here if they're not even going to give these episodes here a chance as well. Neither with these as well. But besides that, if they keep relying on these 2 shows way too much, in starting where We Are Bare Bears starts losing all this stuff, odds are Cartoon Network is going to go down the drain with not that many episodes now airing. Pretty much lose. You get the point. But yeah, I hope you all did enjoy this video though, because this is pretty much Judson Game 44 signing out. Until then, I'll see you all later. Bye, potato.